Okay, everybody, welcome to the Hideout. Today's another booyah day. Today we're going to be talking about something I really enjoy, 1911. But before we get started, let's click subscribe. Those of you who have, I really appreciate it. If you have not, you've probably been missing out. Click subscribe, click the little ringy dingy and get a notification, come back and have some fun. Make some comments, good ones. Let's all do this together and we can learn from each other. So let's get started. What we're going to talk about today, blue box. Inside the blue box, again, we have our bicycle lock. But one thing we've got is the 50th year of Dan Wesson. So we're going to pull out a Dan Wesson 1911 and look at it. Now this one is the Tactical Compact Pistol, the TCP. I'm going to call it the Taking Care of Problems pistol because that's what I see it's good for. It is black. You know, it's a commander size, 4-inch barrel, full-size pistol grip. You know, it reminds me of Batman when I'm looking at it. I'm not a fan of Batman, but look at the shape and the size and everything. And we're going to go over some of that real quick. And I'm going to tell you why I think so. We've got a nice, look at the front side on this thing. It is a brass bead, not white, a brass bead. Maybe you can see it there. Look at the back. That is a wide notch, really wide U-notch, not wide or anything. So all we're worried about on the front side here is that brass bead. So it's kind of point and bang. Got a nice looking hammer on the back of it. See that big nice beaver tail? Look at that hammer buried down in that beaver tail. That's nice. Got a nice pistol grip which we'll talk about. It does have a rail on the bottom with one single notch. So you're gonna have to be a little bit limited on what you can get down there. But what do you need? You gotta remember this is a compact pistol. You know, got a nice memory bump on the back. We have some really super nice checking on the back. We got some really nice checking on the front. Look at that. But there's a couple of things in particular we're going to work our way around to. Look at the mag well, how it's been opened up. For a mag change, you can get that mag change there, really nice. It is not ambidextrous. This is a good old safety on one side. Sergeant 1911's favorite. I got one safety on one side. And also, I want you to take a look at this trigger. It's flat. Is that sexy or what? It's flat, it's skeletonized, it's flat, but there's a couple other things. Now we're going to get into some things that you really don't think about a lot when it comes to building a handgun. People will think about what they look like. They'll think about the trigger job, how nice the trigger pulls, and we'll pull this one. They'll think about some things, but what they don't think about that's going to make a little difference in the handgun, and not so much in the way it functions, but maybe the fit or the appeal of it. And you know, for sometimes a handgun's a handgun, it's not that big a deal. But this is noticeable, and it is really cool. I believe that this is something that's different. It's got serrations only on the back. There's none on the side, up on the front. But I do want to try to highlight the front of this pistol. If you look at the top, it's got a little texture up here on the top to try to keep the glare off the top of it. Now, this is not the first handgun to do that, but I want to show you how they mixed this in with a couple of things. Look at the shape of the slide. It's cut at an angle. Now I'm going to show you guys just to make sure so you don't freak out. Pistol's loaded. I'm going to point it right at you. Look at the front of it. It's angled. It's not square like a Glock. And it's not round like some pistols, 1911s. It's cut with an angle across here. So it's flat, angle, flat, flat, angle, flat, with a big bull barrel inside. So it's got a match grade bull barrel in there. So it's really cool how they've got the sides of this thing done. And when we turn it sideways, it's just flat. You see this thing almost looks like, I don't know, maybe armor or something, like an armored vehicle. And I'm thinking all black and armored makes me think about Batman. Now, I'm not a Batman fan. Truth is, I can't see their movies. They're always too dark, and I can't understand them, I can't hear them. But this gun for a pistol is kind of cool. I like that. The pistol grips are a little bit different. Now, you think they're just G10 pistol grips, and they are G10 pistol grips, but you're really not going to be able to see it as well. But they start off a little wider at the bottom and narrow as they come up. So it's a lot more narrow here than here. So we made this thing fit the hand just a little bit better because, like I said, narrow here, wider here. So when you're holding this thing, it gives you a little bit better feel in the hand there, especially someone with smaller hands. Really nice looking handgun. It's a Dan Wesson. I expect it to perform like a Dan Wesson. We'll see. One more thing I just noticed, look how they beveled this in here on the front. So this, we're not doing this round or this ugly square. We're doing these sharp edges, and it just is a total different look for 1911. Now, like I said, this is a 4-inch commander size, 45 ACP. Got a nice safety on one side. You know, instead of just repeating myself, let's get down to the trigger measuring here. I'm going to do it probably 2 or 3 times. See if I can do a good job. Try to hold everything straight. That one was 4.5. Try again. Another 4.5. You know, it looks like we're going to come in at 4.5. And that one's 4.4. So, you know, we're just over 4 pounds. I'm not going to say that's my favorite. Usually guys who've watched the channel before know I like it closer to 4. That's not off but much, but with it being that flat faced, and it does have some texture on the front of it, I think it feels good. You know, I really like the Dan Wessons. They're a good high quality gun. I think for off the shelf, out of the box 1911s, they really do a good job. You know, beyond this, you're going to have to start getting into custom guns where the price doubles, triples, and goes on up. You know, I think I'm going to enjoy shooting this. It comes with a couple magazines. I'm going to go out and I'm probably going to beg, borrow, and steal from one of my other pistols that I can get a hold of, and maybe load up 4 or 5 magazines so we're not going through a lot of talking out there and a little bit more shooting and everything. You know, I like to do videos outside, but sometimes I like to do it inside just when I think it's important that you get a good look at what we're trying to show you here. And you know, sometimes I worry we can't do that outside. The shape of that slide is so unique that it really makes it, in my mind, it stands out. I mean, even look at the front right here, the way this guide rod is cut in there. That's not a, look how, at the angle that this thing is. We've got these angles in there that just makes this pistol stand out as being different than any other. Sure, it shoots the same 230 gram 45 ACP that they've done for the last 100 and something years, but that's not it. This one's different. Like I said, not square like a Glock, not round, but a little bit robotic, a little bit sexy, a little bit something that just kind of does it for you. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's wrap it up inside. Let's go outside and I'll load it up and we'll go bang, bang, bang. Okay, we're outside the hideout. Before we get started, I want to make sure I did do a couple of things right. I did point out the slide. I did point out the G10 pistol grips, how they're beveled. Everything's beveled instead of rounded. Really, really different presentation. You know, the rear sights are adjustable. They're not white, they got a big U on there, but you can unscrew the little set screw there and run this thing back and forth, left and right. Bull barrel 45 ACP match grade. I'm gonna load up and see. Now I robbed a few magazines from some other pistols, but I'm not gonna promise they're gonna run well. But we're gonna shoot this. This is my preferable handgun caliber and size. Let's see. Did not lock back. Of course, that's going to be a magazine issue when it does not lock back. We'll try that and see. Typical, you know. Really short reset. I'm sure you can hear it better than you can see it. There it was. I'll try it with my left hand. Oh, I went past it. You can see it's really short. Trigger's measured out to be just over 4 pounds. It's a good trigger. Different, that flat, which I'm not accustomed to, but you know, it is what it is. That front sight like that with just the brass bead, you know, that's old school. I'm old school, I like it. I think it takes some getting used to. You need to practice with this weapon. I don't know how accurate I'm going to be with it, but I'm going to try to shoot a couple rounds, those little things. Not as accurate as I'd like. Slide did lock back, so I showed that was a magazine a while ago. Try another one. That trigger's got such a short reset on it and so light. You'll see me, I popped off a couple there that was more or less a bump fire than anything. Nice handgun. Nice handgun, I really like it. Need to shoot a little bit more of it though. I'm having to shoot a little bit low on the target. It wants to shoot a little high, and I'm sure that's me because this opening is so large and that brass bead out there that I'm having to my mind adjust for that, and when I'm going to aim the pistol, shoot just a little bit higher. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, like I say, guys, handgun, pull, point, and pull. I mean, that's what it is right there. This is not a precision instrument, even though we want to think we are. We always should just pull it, point it, and pull it, and that's all it should be. No more than that. And it's a defensive weapon, even though we can be offensive with it. Try it again. Runs like it's supposed to. It's a fine handgun. Exceptionally fine handgun. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I like the way it fires. I would need to practice with it if I was going to become extremely proficient with it. But like I say, guys, handguns, defensive weapon. Pull it, point it, pull it, and that's it, man. Pull it, point it, pull it, and it's all done. It's all what it's said and done. If they're close enough for this, they're too damn close. So, you know, the bottom line is, let's make sure we, at the end of the day, we're shooting safe, we're shooting straight. HOOAH. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my RoboCop mode with my squared pistol.
HOOAH.